This meet will be live streamed, so if any family members need to be texted, that it will be live streamed on Gillespie Sports. I'd like to just remind everybody that good sportsmanship is something that we really strive for in the Marshfield School District, so please be respectful and cheer each other on. Let's have a safe meet. Remember to have a positive attitude for all athletes. Let the athletes be athletes, let the parents be parents, coaches be coaches, and judges be judges. Good luck to everybody. We also want to remind everybody to please remain with their masks on and respect social distancing. We'll be having vault and beam first in this gym, then we'll transition to the other gym for bars and floor. Can I please have everybody rise for our national anthem as you are able.
Good evening and welcome. On the bottom dial.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're way loud.
Turn it down. Oh, no, turn it down a little bit. Okay. Hello and welcome. That's way too low. Welcome to Zaleski Sports. This is gymnastics. We're watching the beam right now, and this is Herlinda.
Dad doesn't have his headset on.
His event has not started.
I think it has. See, there's the scores.
I don't know who this is.
Where's our Dad? Scores?
I don't know who this is.
And then that's Sierra? Yeah, she said Sierra.
Okay, up next on the beam we have Sierra from Anago. She starts with a few spins. She lands that spin.
This is difficult. Got back on the beam.
Sierra, still on the beam here. And she's done.
So the lady on the right is keeping score. The one on the left is tallying the score and maybe giving the score results. Here, who's this lady? Madison?
On the beam now, we believe this to be Madison from Anago.
Goes by Maddie.
Madison may go by Maddie.
And she nailed it.
Very good landing there. It looks like the judges are getting their score together as she sticks the final landing. Just behind the balance beam on your screen here, we have two judges. The lady on the right, her name is Becky, and she is the main judge.
Oh, you're right. It's probably going to be for this score for Maddie. Right?
Okay, and the judge is handing in her score for
Are we A-link or B-link?
we're B.
You're B?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
You got the B, right? Yes.
and Maddie's score is a 6.262. Up next here is Riley Schroeder. As she turns. Rolls backward there. Just going for it. Sticks that landing. Nice recovery there.
Sorry.
Turns.
See, the score was 6.5 on the last one. The other score was the one before.
And Riley finishes her performance there. So a 6.2 was, we'll start from the beginning. Herlinda scored a 4.2 in her go. Sierra scored a 6.2. Madison scored a 6.5. And Riley's score is being totaled now as Bella hops on the beam now.
Good job.
Couple jumps, lands both. Very good recovery. She's going to go for little tumble. She's going to get back on the beam. As her teammates continue to cheer her on. And Bella goes for her finishing landing. And Bella rounds out their JV team, so we're assuming next up will be Andrea from their varsity team.
And it's called a dismount. Mountain dismount. Just so you know, gymnastics terms.
As the judges tally up Bella's score. Kind of a good start. Then it went a little rocky as she finished her performance. We'll see what her score was. Again, Herlinda scored a 4.2. Sierra had a 6.2. Madison had a 6.5. I don't think did we get Riley's score? Riley's score hasn't been shown, correct?
Didn't she have the 6.5?
No.
Oh, you're right. No, I don't think we did.
This may be Riley's score, 6.35 for Riley. And they're still totaling up Bella's score before we start varsity here. So again, Herlinda with the 4.2, Sierra with the 6.2, Madison with the 6.5, and Riley with the 6.35. As we see Becky feverishly jotting down and rounding up the totals for her scoring, for Bella's scoring.
She's measuring her mount.
I believe we have Andrea here, just warming up. Again, this is Trevor Zaleski alongside Rachel Zaleski. Just some varsity girls warming up. She's got to get that mount right. Sure, she's sizing it up. Every gym is different.
Every gym.
Every mat is worn differently.
I hope our camera isn't in the way.
as they're marking the mat for each girl's routine. Judges are still tallying Bella's score, the last JV gymnast.
Are you keeping track of the scores? Who's got the highest so far?
Again, we'll review the scores again. Herlinda, the first JV member, had a 4.2. Sierra had a 6.2. Madison had a 6.5. Riley had a 6.35.
Okay.
And now it looks as though they're agreeing on a score. The two judges are conferring. And
How's it going? Just add a text layer and just put beam in the bottom right hand corner like ours says vault.
Okay.
Have you say beam.
Okay.
And then the same thing you move over there. Say bars.
Uh-huh. I'll show you what theirs looks like.
And Bella's score comes in at a 5. 5 even. So we look on. We have the varsity girls warming up. Varsity Anago. Again, this is Anago at Marshfield. We are covering the beam event here. And if you go to zaleskisports.com, you can go to live sports. You'll be able to find the vault event that is also being covered here, just on a different YouTube channel.
It would be listed as what? A?
So you're on Anago at Marshfield Gymnastics B, which is beam. And if you go to the website, A, vault is listed as A. Anago at Marshfield Gymnastics Event A. Okay, so we'll go through the JV scores one more time. Herlinda had the 4.2. Sierra had the 6.2. Madison had the 6.5. Riley had a 6.35. And Bella rounded out their scoring with a 5 even. All right, it looks like the judges are ready. It looks like their varsity team is just warming up a little bit longer here. Again, trying to feel out the beam. And again, we believe Andrea is up first on their varsity team, Anago. I say we just run a quick commercial and we'll be back after this.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
And we are back as Anago continues to warm up here. The judges are looking on. Again, there's two judges, the main judge being on the right behind the balance beam there, if you can see them. Judge on the right's name is Becky. She says she is the best judge
Sorry, that was fine.
of all judges.
Oh my gosh.
She says she could judge just about anything. And in the background, you'll see some of the vaulters taking off. And again, that can be found on Zaleski Sports as well. That is listed as the A event. And I guess we're covering the B event, which means we're not as important. Just kidding. Okay, as varsity seems they've finished their warm-up. We finished JV. And Andrea will be starting off for the varsity as she mounts onto the beam, covers well. Hits her first couple jumps. Arms spread, lands it again. Nice turn. Again, this is Andrea. She flips backward. And a cartwheel as she loses her balance. Talks it over with her coach. Catches her breath. And she's going to go for the mount again. Both landed.
Great balance. Great focus.
Little rocky landing. But otherwise, a pretty good performance to start us off. It's always hard being the first one. Somebody has to do it, especially in an away gym that you're not familiar with.
Yep.
Ceilings are quite high here,
Different temperature.
and just the kind of year we've been having, everything's just a little different. So as the judges get her score together, up next is Claire. She is second in her varsity lineup. Lining up, talking to her coach. Coach is giving her a few words to cool her down before she starts her routine. Again, we see vaulting in the back there, and that is on our other channel, the A event. As the judges are getting her score, Andrea's score together, we'll review the JV score. Herlinda scored a 4.2. Sierra scored a 6.2. Madison scored a 6.5. Riley scored a 6.35. And Bella rounded out the JV team, scoring a 5 even. Again, the judges are conferring.
We got the right thing.
And it appears as though they've come to a conclusion on this score. It is we believe it's a 5 even. Let's see what she holds up here as Claire mounts on the beam.
I think she was giving the girl the okay to go.
Again, this is Claire on the beam as we see what Andrea gets, and she gets a 7.05. Claire's going to go for the roll. And the flip. Sticks it. Twist, and she was so close to sticking it on the beam. Again, this is Claire trying to round out her routine as she dismounts, lands, turns, gives her coach a high five coming off the beam.
Solid dismount. Stayed upright.
Now, do you think she'll beat out her counterpart, Andrea? Andrea scored a 7.05 just earlier, and in my opinion, that performance seemed a little more mistake-free.
Oh, the first one?
This one.
Oh, this
Claire's
one, yes,
did.
but I don't know if the difficulty was as high. The other gal had, I think, a couple more twists and turns that were higher pointed, I think.
Well, we will see.
I mean, that's my opinion.
If I were to score Claire, I would give her a 7.65.
Whoa.
So after they're done, Marshfield will come here. So we're running commercials now in the meantime. Okay? Everything's going good?
Yeah.
As they're getting Claire's score together, up next is Kaylee, who is standing aside patiently.
We've just been told that Marshfield will be coming over. Oh, sorry.
Marshfield has finished all of their vaulters, and Anago will then begin to line up and compete and do their vaulting. And that is what will happen here. So we've finished the Anago JV list, JV lineup, all 5 of them. And now we are doing varsity. This is Claire, and then, or no, Claire is gone. We're waiting on Claire's score. This is Kaylee, and then Hannah after Kaylee. Then after that, Marshfield will roll on in here, and they'll do their beam routines. Again, Andrea scored a 7.05, and the judges are conferring, looking at a score to agree upon.
You think this one's going to be 7.65? I think this is going to be...
And in my opinion, I think that Claire had a slightly better performance than Andrea. I don't know anything about gymnastics, but from my
humble beginnings here, 6.85 is what I was saying. Oh, so she was just giving the okay to go ahead.
Okay, so Claire's score is in. We're waiting on that as Kaylee starts her routine.
She did the sideways splits. So now I'm thinking
As she straddles the beam.
if she has a strong performance, she might be having a higher difficulty. Look at that.
And Claire scores in as a 7.25. So she had 2/10 of a point. She did 2/10 of a point better than Andrea's. We're not comparing them.
Is it
Just
7.25?
7.025.
Yeah, right. Okay. No comparison.
Oh, was that what it was? It was a 7.025. I'm
Correct,
sorry.
Correct. So far, she's got a solid routine here. I see no technical errors on my part. I'm no judge.
Okay, so Kaylee's going to finish up her performance here as she hits that backward. And she lands it! That looked very good. Again, I'm no connoisseur of gymnastics, but that looked very good.
Yep. I think she's going to score well into the sevens. I go 7.5. What do you think of that?
Again, this is Trevor Zaleski alongside Rachel Zaleski. She's kind of talking to me. I'm kind of talking to her. She's not wearing a headset, so it might be hard to hear what she's saying, and it just might sound like I'm just not talking. But
You get a lot of talk in your ear. I get it.
she seems to believe that Kaylee's going to score somewhere in the 7.5 region. And what I'm seeing is that these judges are pretty firm on their scoring. Again, it was a 0.025 difference between the first and second competitors. So I think we're going to see a lot of scoring within the sevens. And I guess I would do maybe a 7.07. That'd be my guess. There's not much
I
of...
think progressively it's getting more difficult.
Again, a very nearly flawless performance. As again, we're waiting on the Marshfield vaulters. There was some vaulting action going on behind us, in front of us, behind the beam. And that was Anago. As again, Anago is now finishing up their varsity beam routines. So, we will see, as the judges are still tallying up their scores.
The scorecard holder is giving us this idea that maybe there's a score ready. She's just showing us the previous score.
Okay, and it appears as though the score is in, as the score cards are being flipped. We're waiting on Kaylee's score.
Oh, you were right.
And I've predicted a 7.07, and it is a 7.8.
Sorry, but I was silent.
It is a 7.8 for Kaylee, as Claire is getting lined up and ready to go.
I like gymnastics.
I do know nothing about gymnastics, as my mom, Rachel Zaleski, here reminds me.
I did not say that.
Again, this is now Hannah, their final varsity gymnast that just took a tumble off the beam. She's going to collect herself, get ready to mount back on. And she does. If we've learned anything from the JV match, these judges seem to be pretty forgiving on tumbles.
I think that's a difficult move. I think they're going to give her more points for that. Especially if she didn't fall off.
Again, this is Hannah from Anago on the beam as she is going to go for a spin. Lands it. This is the dismount here. She's not quite done.
It's coming.
And the dismount stuck. Again, she had a tumble right in the middle of her routine. If it weren't for that, it would have been what I've seen as the best routine of the night.
Let's see.
I
I don't think it's as solid as the 7.8. Probably a little
I think she breaks the 7 region. Again, I don't know anything.
I don't think she's going to be in the 7.0 range. I think she'll be somewhere between the two. What do you think, 7.3?
If I were the judge, I wonder if they account into she was the last performance. No, I think they have a clear head. It's not like when your teacher grades your presentation
Right.
in class, and because you went first, they're a little more lenient on you.
Right.
It's nothing like that. I'm sure.
I don't know many teachers that do that to me either, but at least they don't make me feel so stupid.
Well, once we get this score in from Hannah from Anago, we're gonna go ahead and run some commercials as we await Marshfield's gymnast. Let's just go over the JV scores. We had Linda coming first, not in first, starting off their rotation, and she scored a 4.2. Sierra scored a 6.2. Madison with the highest score, she scored a 6.5. Riley scored a 6.35, and Bella rounded them out at a 5 even. And as we look to varsity, they started with Andrea, who scored a 7.05. Claire, who scored a 7.025. And Kaylee scored a 7.8. We just watched Hannah on the beam, and we're thinking that she's going to be somewhere in the 7s.
Watch this girl. Ready? Watch what she does with that. You should talk about that.
As we see some of the Marshfield JV girls chalking their feet,
What do you think that's good for?
which could be good for less resistance on the beam, smoother twirls.
So their feet
Makes it probably more slippery, but that also gives you more room for precision moves.
You don't think it's like that stuff that the football players use on their gloves, like the sticky stuff?
No.
So you don't want that.
The chalk will not make you stick. You don't want to stick on the beam. You want to be very smooth.
What would cause stickiness? Their sweat from their feet?
Yeah.
It's a natural product?
Yeah. It's like flour for baking.
Oh, yeah. So
And if you're rolling out dough,
to the
that's what chalk is.
that's
Ooh.
just nobody wants to have your countertop full of dough.
Yeah. Oh, and Hannah's score has come in, and she scores a 6.6, so not quite in the 7 range like we had thought. She did have that tumble right in the middle of her performance, but not too forgiving on that because the rest of her performance was very good. Just that tumble, I guess, put her down below the rest of her teammates. But that's the sport. So we're going to go to commercial here now. We'll be back with Marshfield JV and varsity following them. So again, you're watching Zaleski Sports. This is the beam. If you want to watch the vault event, that is on a separate YouTube channel on ZaleskiSports.com. It's listed as the A event. We are the B event. So if you just go to ZaleskiSports.com, click Live Sports, you'll find both of the events titled there. And you can find the one you're looking for. Anyways, we're going to head to commercial. We're going to hear a little bit from Mid-State and a lot of other sponsors. Again, thanks to all the sponsors here at Zaleski Sports. We'll be back with Marshfield on the beam.
Experience choice at Mid-State Technical College. Experience your choice to learn with small, in-person classes, online classes, and innovative technology classes. Your choice of school to career or career to career support. Your choice to get started here and transfer as a junior to all UW colleges or with an associate degree in one of our 60 in-demand programs. Experience choice at Mid-State Technical College. Get started at mstc.edu.
Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with simple, easy, and free home delivery. Residents of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin get free. That's right, free delivery on every order from Hewitt'sMeats.com. Choose from bratwurst, wieners, bacon, jerky, sausage, cheeses, ham, snack sticks, gift boxes, and even the popular grillers. With over 50 flavors of bratwurst, Hewitt's Meat with free delivery will please your entire family. Visit the store in Tomahawk, Marshfield, or Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today. Grassland Dairy Products in Greenwood has been in the butter churning business for over 300 years. Since 1893, when the original Wietrich family immigrated to Wisconsin from the Swiss Alps, to present-day fourth-generation owners, Grassland Dairy Products has perfected the butter-making process. Grassland Dairy offers an assortment of butter products and dairy ingredients. Whether for industrial use or your own kitchen table, you can trust that Grassland Dairy Products will produce quality butter that everyone will enjoy. GrasslandDairy.com.
At V&H Automotive, you'll get the best price and best selection on all Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Ram, Dodge, and Jeep models guaranteed. At V&H, our friendly staff is always ready, here to serve you. No pressure, no gimmicks, just great deals, great service, and the best vehicles in central Wisconsin. Come see why our customers rate us #1.
V&H Automotive, a short drive from anywhere, or visit us at vhautos.com.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Customers' lives are busy, so when it comes to finding time to bring your mower or snowblower in for a seasonal tune-up, just don't. PowerPack has you covered with our mobile service trailer. Here's how it works. We'll bring the shop to you and perform a tune-up right in your driveway. Just leave your equipment out and we'll do the rest. You don't even have to be home. And the best part, it doesn't cost you any more. PowerPack mobile service costs the same as a tune-up in our shop. Still looking for a downside? We are too. Visit powerpackequipment.com/mobile service for more information.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
From first contact at Dental Clinic of Marshfield, their dentists are committed to your individual attention and strive to provide personalized oral health care. They work hard to create the ultimate stress-free and comfortable dental experience. It is their mission to educate and provide the patients with the best dental care in central Wisconsin. Whether you're looking for information on implants, teeth whitening, crowns, orthodontics, dentures, or any dental service, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has it for you. You can book your appointment online at dentalclinicofmarshfield.com or give them a call at one of their 3 locations in Marshfield, Stratford, or Neillsville today.
And we're back here on Zaleski Sports. Again, this is the Anago at Marshfield Gymnastics event. We are covering the beam portion, and behind the beam in front of us here is Anago, and they're starting their vault routines. So if you want to watch Anago do some vaulting, you can go ahead and go on ZaleskiSports.com, and it is listed as the A event there. But now here on the beam, we have Reina here on the beam. She is the Tigers' first varsity member, or JV member, junior varsity member. As she starts her routine, lands that.
It's difficult, so I think she did a good job.
She starts to lose her balance a little bit, but recovers well. She's going to start her move. And a near full turn. As it looks like she's about to dismount. Lands it. Very good. Now we've learned that they try to keep these junior varsity routines moving. For varsity, they wait till the score is in to start. The judges, I guess, take a little less time scoring the JV routines. So we have Aubrey here, about to start as she mounts onto her beam. Starts off with that cartwheel and back the other way.
Did you say Audrey or Aubrey? Aubrey. Okay.
Aubrey does a full turn. A couple hops. Great landing there.
Not a full turn, but 3/4 turn.
As she sticks the landing. And again, we're still waiting on Reina's score. And now we'll be waiting on Aubrey's score. But up next is Courtney. And it'll be a second before she's going to be able to go. Again, the head judge, Becky, is still trying to get their scores together for both Reina and Aubrey before Courtney starts here. And it looks as though Reina's score is in. So what they're doing for JV is they're alternating judges. So the left judge will be solely scoring Courtney as she begins hers. We have Reina coming in at a 7. Just jot that down. And she hits the full turn. That's Courtney on the beam. Again, Reina scored a 7. We're waiting on Aubrey's score as Courtney sticks the landing. And again, this is just the judge on the left, right behind the beam. She is the one scoring it, as opposed to varsity when they both score the routine. And she sticks the landing as the judge waves to her in approval. And again, Becky now is going to be signaling to the scorer what Aubrey's score is, as the judge on the left is going to be scoring Courtney. So we'll have Aubrey's score here.
And Viv is up next.
As Viv is going to get her performance ready, as Aubrey's score comes in as a 6.85.
What do you think about these JV pros? They seem to be doing pretty good. I would mistake them for varsity.
Okay. And Viv has got the okay from Judge Becky to start her performance as she mounts onto the beam. She starts with a full turn. Again, those are the only 2 gymnastics terms I know as of now, is a full turn and a half. I don't even know if that's the right way. As she attempts her jump there and has a slight dismount. She's going to get back on the beam, however.
I wonder if you
As As Courtney's score is still being totaled up here. And I believe Courtney's score has been relayed to the scorer. Again, we have Viv on the beam here. Looks like she's just working up the jitters right now. As Courtney's score comes in as a 7.5. 7.5 for Courtney. Never mind. And Viv's looking to finish her routine here. It's been some pretty high difficulty jumps here. She's gonna hop back on.
Dismount.
And the dismount as she lands it. Judges signal to her. We know she's probably not happy with the performance, but it looked like a pretty difficult routine that she had set herself up with, which is always good.
Tough to know what you can do until you do it.
But we'll see what the judges think. But it is always hard. The first time you fall, you may fall off, and then you fall off again, and you're like, oh, great.
Right.
It's going to be one of these performances. But the fact that she just kept getting right back on the beam is just a really good sign. As Ellie's going to round out the JV for Marshfield here. She mounts onto the beam. A very great mount there. Half turn. Full turn. As she prepares for her move. Hits it. She's going for the cartwheel. She gets it the first way, coming back. Hits it. Excitement from the crowd. She faces the judges for her move. Hits it. Dismount. Landed. Judge waves her off. She is so excited after that performance.
What's that score? Is that the previous score? 7.5?
We're still waiting for Courtney, or for Viv's score.
Okay.
Becky just relayed the information to the scorer as to what Viv's score will be, as the judge on the left is going to finish up their JV score. And Viv hits a 6.5, 6.5, which again just shows the degree of difficulty of her routine. She had a few tumbles, but she was still able to get that 6.5. And now all that's left is Ellie's score, the last gymnast we've seen. Again, we'll review. Raina scored a 7. Aubrey scored the 6.85. Courtney had a 7.5, and Viv had a 6.5. And we'll just go over to Anago's score. Her Linda on JV scored a 4.2. Sierra had a 6.2. Madison had a 6.5. Riley had a 6.35. And Bella had a 5 even. So Marshfield's JV team is doing much better than Anago's. And it could take a huge bump here from Ellie's score, the final score on JV. So we'll see what that is.
Do you want us to go to commercial or something?
Because again, this is the judge on the left who's scoring Ellie, and on JV they switch off. They do one judge per girl, but on varsity both judges score the one girl. So It moves a little quicker on JV as the scorer is flipping Ellie's cards.
It's 7 even.
And Ellie scores the 8.1. The highest JV score we've seen today. And with that, I'll just round off the scores from JV. So Raina had a 7, Aubrey had a 6.85, Courtney had a 7.5, Viv had a 6.5, Ellie had an 8.1 to round out the JV. So we're going to go to commercial, and we'll be back with varsity beam action, Marshfield varsity beam action on Zaleski Sports.
With more winter snow on the way, make your way to Chili Implement. Chili Implement, located conveniently between Marshfield and Chili, just north of Highway 10, is ready to help you make snow removal easier. Visit Chili Implement and see how their complete selection of Kubota and Cub Cadet snow removal machines will simplify your winter. Chili Implement open Monday through Saturday for sales, service, and parts. Chili Implement will also help you finance your next purchase. You can also see more at chiliimplement.com.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Are you living with a prosthesis that is causing discomfort or pain? You have options, and I'm here to help. Hi, my name is Shai. I'm the owner of Next Step Prosthetics in Marshfield. You have a choice where you go for prosthetic care. My focus and specialty is providing a prosthesis that you enjoy wearing to help you get your life back. Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Let's take the next step together to a better life.
Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
I think it's more on the floor that people can do that.
Do they do it on the dismount?
Let me just do this. pivot turn. I think I'm just gonna go with my turns and my cartwheels and my mounts and dismounts. That's all.
Okay.
It's like quarter turn, 3/4 turn. All right, and we're back here from the Bose & Company Fieldhouse here in Marshfield, as these Marshfield varsity gymnasts are now lining up to start their routine on the beam. We're going to start with Abby, then to Kim, to Sophie, to Phoebe, and rounding it out will be Hannah at the end. So 5 varsity members as opposed to Anago's 4. We'll review just some scoring. So Marshfield's JV, Raina had a 7, Aubrey had a 6.85, Courtney had a 7.5, Viv had a 6.5, and Ellie rounded them out with an 8.1. Anago's JV team, Herlinda scored a 4.2, Sierra had a 6.2, Madison had a 6.5, Riley with the 6.35, and Bella had a 5. And Anago's varsity team, Andrea had a 7.05, Claire with the 7.025, Kaylee with the 7.8, and Hannah with the 6.6. As we look on, Marshfield's Abby has gotten the okay from the judge Becky to start as she mounts onto the beam. She hits them with a full turn to start. And she sticks that landing. One foot hop to the dismount and lands it. Shorter routine than most, but we'll see how the judges score it. Again, a very mistake-free routine there from Abby. We'll see how the judges confer to come to an agreement on a score. again, in JV, there's 2 judges there, and each of them take turns solo judging each girl. But in varsity now we have to wait. So Kim here, she has to wait until these 2 judges come to an agreement on the score and send it to the scorer. So as we all await the score, Kim awaits the beam. And if you guys are wondering where the vault stream went, it's because vault has finished up, and they are wheeling their kit to the other side of the gym. So they have to end the stream, and they'll start that stream back up with the rest of the events on the other side of the field house. We'll be doing the same after the last 4 varsity members of Marshfield get scored here. So we're still waiting on Abby's score. It seems as though it's been scored and given to the scorer as Kim is going to start her routine. She mounts. Lands the mount. There's a half turn. Full turn. And we have word that Abby's score is a 7.65. Loses her balance there for a second. She's going to get right back up on the beam. And she lands it. Loses her balance. And the dismount lands it. So we'll see how she gets scored. Again, Abby's score came back as a 7.65. And if we look back to Anago's varsity scores, Hannah had the lowest score with a 6.6, and I don't think. And I guess if their judging stays consistent, I don't think that Kim deserves a lower score than the 6.6 that they gave to Hannah on Anago. So we'll see. Again, up next here is Sophie from Marshfield, as she, again, patiently waits at the beam for the judges to finish scoring Kim's score. Coach is going to come adjust the mat for Sophie. Again, Abby scored a 7.65. She was the first Marshfield varsity gymnast to finish her beam routine. We just had Kim finish, and she's being scored now, and Sophie's next up.
I wonder if the gymnasts can see all their technicalities, the details of the score.
Looks like judge on the left has her score in, and Becky has her score in. They're going to compare scores, get those tallied up, and it looks like they have a number, so they're going to give Sophie the go, as the scorer is going to get Kim's score together. Again, the The lowest varsity score has been a 6.6, and Kim gets a 6.05.
7.05.
Sorry, 7.05. As Sophie maintains her balance on the beam. Loses it there, but she's just going to get herself together and get back up on the beam. Lands that move. And full turn. Ooh, keeps her balance. Just gonna cool herself up, get back up on the beam. And the dismount. Lands it. Again, that was Sophie's routine. Performance routine. And next up is Phoebe. Again, Abby scored a 7.65. Kim scored a 7.05. And Sophie's score is getting totaled now. It takes about, let's say, a minute and a half before the judges come to a total score.
Marshfield does have more competitors for gymnasts.
One more.
Oh.
Okay, it looks like the judges are coming together on a score here. Finishing their last mathematical equations.
It's technical, they gotta use calculators too.
And I believe they have a number. So they're going to go ahead and give Phoebe the go. And the scorer is going to get Sophie's score together as Phoebe mounts onto the beam. Sophie scored a 7.2. Sophie with a 7.2 as Phoebe's going to do a full twist. Lands it. We saw her practicing that earlier in their warm-ups. She slipped a few times. I'd say the success rate when she was practicing that move was about 50%. And she lands it live. As she lands that, little too soon to speak. Again, those are back-to-back very difficult moves. She's gonna try to finish out her routine here now. She lands that. Again, she's trying a lot of very technical moves from what I've seen compared to the other gymnasts. Just caused her some issues as she lands that. She goes for the dismount, lands it. That was Phoebe from Marshfield's varsity gym team. As we take a look back to previous scores. Abby had a 7.65, Kim with the 7.05, Sophie with the 7.2. Phoebe just finished her routine, her performance. That's being scored now. And to round out the varsity team, we have Hannah from Marshfield. And after we get Hannah's score in, we're going to quickly pack up, end the stream, and we're going to move to the other side of the gym. They have two different sides of this field house here, probably for due to COVID. So once Hannah's done here, once we get her score, we're gonna go off the air, and we'll be back on in about 10 minutes, right on the same channel. So you'll go to zaleskisports.com, go to live sports, and we'll be the same link, this B link. So give it like 10, 15 minutes. You know, go do what you gotta do. Go get something to drink, something to eat, but then come back in about 15 minutes.
Are they selling food?
People that are watching in their house.
Oh, sorry.
Probably not here.
I didn't pay attention to everything you said. Yeah, it's a good time for parents to break.
As the judges get Phoebe's score figured out, calculated, added up, maybe subtracted. I don't know how they score it. I don't know much.
I think it's you additionally add.
Yes.
By tenths of points, which if you can get to 1 full point, that's 10 tenths.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go all the way up to 7 or 6. So
It's out of 10.
60 different check marks of some sort. That's a lot of scoring. Some are worth like 0.2.
Seems as though Phoebe's score is taking slightly longer to get together. As I say that, the judges have their score, and they're going to give the go to Hannah, the last varsity member here today. The score is flipping the cards for Phoebe's score. As again, Hannah's on the beam, and Phoebe's score is a 7.55. Again, Phoebe with the 7.55 is Hannah.
The higher the difficulty, even if they have errors, it's still higher.
Come on, Marco. You got this.
She lands the first one. Lands it. Again, Hannah on the beam. She does. Tries to hit the 2 full turns. Loses her balance. She's going to get back on the beam. Lands it. Hannah's going to go for the dismount. Lands it. The mats are a bit slippery on this end. So that was Hannah. So Hannah was the last event of the day in this part of the gym. So we're going to wait on Hannah's score. Oh, no, we don't, I guess. Now that I think about it.
I mean, I can help carry stuff over there.
So he's waiting for the admins to head over, and then parents and family members can go after.
Everything here has battery, though.
Yeah, the camera's battery life is bad, but if that turns off, it still will work if we plug it back in.
So we're just waiting for the results of this class on gymnastics. Then we will move over. So don't move it
How did you like that?
Okay, so we're going to go through the scores again, starting from Anago's JV. So Herlinda scored a 4.2, Sierra scored a 6.2, Madison scored a 6.5, Riley scored a 6.35, Bella scored a 5 even. Going on to their varsity team, Anago's varsity team, Andrea scored a 7.05, Claire with a 7.025, Kaylee with a 7.8, Hannah with a 6.6. That was Anago's scores. And now it's for Marshfield's JV. We had Raina with a 7, Aubrey with a 6.85, Courtney with the 7.5, Vic with the 6.5, Ellie with the 8.1. And now for Marshfield's varsity team, we had Abby with the 7.65, Kim with 7.05, Sophie with a 7.2, Phoebe with a 7.55, and we're just waiting on Hannah's score. Okay, it appears as though the judges have come to a conclusion. Becky, the head judge.
Oh, what was the score?
Can we see the score, please?
And Hannah scored a 7.5.
No, the people are watching at home.
Thank you.
7.5 for Hannah. So we're going to just go to black here as we head on over to the other side of the gym. So we're actually not going to end the stream, and we'll be back in about 10-15 minutes.